Bonjour Sagittarius and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for the next 3 months. So this is going to cover July, August, September. So looking at the longer term picture here, I'm going to be using 2 decks, an oracle deck and a tarot deck, and I have reviewed both of these decks on my channel, so I will drop you a link to those videos in case you're interested in the cards and want to acquire them. So I hope you are doing well and that you've had a good month so far, and I ask that you please bear in mind that those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody, so just take what resonates and drop the rest. Now, what do we have for my Sagittarius querents for the next 3 months, please? What do they need to hear? I think that's about right. So, we begin with the antelope and wheat, nourishment. Now this card came out in the Leo reading, another one of your fire brethren. We then have the message of the beaver and birch, home. I love this card, but then again I'm a homebody, so. And then we have the hound and pear, loyalty. Okay, let me put my oracle deck aside and talk to you briefly about those. So the message I'm getting from this is that you need to look after yourself. I'm hearing the message for some of you of burnout. I'm also hearing feeling homesick. Trust me, I understand that energy ever so well. So there's the idea of nourishment. Now, you can nourish your physical body, obviously by watching what you eat. You know, we are what we eat, so, you know, less fast food and, you know, rich, nutrient packed food is good for you. Being aware of what you drink, all of that kind of thing. It can also be a spiritual nourishment, taking the time for yourself, you know, to go on walks in forest, to meditate, to do some yoga, whatever works for you. And also, you know, intellectual nourishment, maybe spending less time on Facebook and Twitter and all of that, social media, and taking time, you know, having a bath, listening to music that you know makes you feel good, doing some mindfulness practices, reading things, you know, like a good book, that kind of thing. And obviously the card of home, well, home is where the heart is, so finding strength in your home, where you're from. It could be also where you live, depending on, you know, what you resonate the most with. It could be your family, you know, because home is the people make your home, really. I'm a firm believer of that. And then you've got this card of loyalty, and, you know, this can be loyalty of your family towards you. This could be you being loyal towards your home, that kind of thing. And also being loyal to yourself is another message I'm hearing. You know, being honest about something to yourself. Maybe you are missing your home. Maybe you've been away from home for a long time and, you know, it's been hard and maybe you've repressed it. These are messages. I mean, take what resonates, because I get lots of different messages at the same time in my head, so I'm just trying to make sure I tell you everything. So I'm going to clarify this with the tarot anyway. So can you clarify those messages for my Sagittarius querents, please? Okay, so we begin with the Five of Wands. And then you have a Major Arcana, the Fool. And then you have the Five of Cups. You've got 2 5 energies right on the same line. Clarifying the Five of Wands, you've got the Seven of Wands. There's progression there. Clarifying the Fool, we have another Major Arcana, Temperance. And clarifying the Five of Cups, we have, oh wow, beautiful, the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you, you have another major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, okay, you've got big energies in this reading. Let me start with this card. So firstly, the major arcanas represent big energies on your life path, you know, longer term. The minors, they deal with day-to-day events, situations and people. The majors are to do with your life purpose. And to me as a tarot reader, they are the direct intervention of your spirit team. So whether you work and believe in God, the universe, spirit, the angels, your ancestors, this is them intervening, making things happen for you. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by number 10. 10 is completion, end of a cycle. Now this Wheel of Fortune is always spinning, you know, starting anew and finishing a cycle. This is really the end of something and the beginning of something else. This is things moving forward. It's a nice card. It's a nice period of transition is what I'm saying. And it is fated. There is this idea that this is fated. So that's the energy for the 3 months, you know, supporting you. So the first thing I'd say to you is do not fight the change, because you have 2 number 5s here, and 14, the Temperance card, reduces to 5, and the 5 energy is all to do with changes. Now, changes can be positive or negative, and it's all a matter of perspective, because if you fight the change, it becomes a challenge, right? Because you're going against the flow of life. But if you embrace it and go for it, then it becomes positive because it moves you forward. So we begin with the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. Now these are fire energy, fire cards, your energy. Wands represents passion, desire, willpower, going for what your heart and soul yearn and desire. Now the 5, as I explained, is a change. And when you have a change with passion, desire, it brings about frictions. So it could be competition in the workplace, or even competition in a relationship. It could be frictions, disagreements, but it can also represent your personal and internal struggles. And you have a clear progression from the 5 to the 7 here of the same suit. Now 7 is experience that comes from self-evaluation. And once you've done this, it brings you the confidence to move forward. The 7 of Wands is standing your ground and defending a relationship, someone, something, some beliefs, whatever the case may be for you. So the 7 of Wands is really an energy of not giving up, you know, not dropping your wands is what I'm hearing. So you may have internal conflicts or external conflicts, take what resonates. But this is a card of pursue, continue, because this is happening, this is fated. And in order to be able to do this, the advice is nourishment, okay? Look after yourself. So whether you hear, you get your nourishment from the strength that you get from your relationships with people, or self-care, whatever the case may be, this is the key to overcome this, because what you've got right next to that is the Fool energy and Temperance, and these are 2 major arcana with the Wheel of Fortune, which is fated. It's divinely orchestrated, and it's right under the card of home. Now, the Fool is the idea of a brand new beginning. It's that beautiful childlike energy. It's always represented by someone who doesn't have baggage or very little baggage. Here is a child naked, you know, because children, they look at life with no baggage. They have hardly any experiences, right? So nothing can cloud their judgment. So the Fool energy is taking a leap of faith on a brand new beginning. And it is clarified by the card of Temperance. Now Temperance, and there are layers to the cards, right? But it talks about patience, it talks about compromise. Sometimes it talks about alchemy, you know, mixing 2 substances to get a third one. And so I am getting the energy of, yes, there is a brand new beginning that's opening to you, but it may not happen immediately. You know, be patient and be open to compromise, because it's something to do with home. So if you are thinking about going back home because you left, this is saying that this is an opportunity for you, but you may have to be patient and maybe make some compromise. If home represents your family, you may have to compromise in order for this brand new beginning with a relationship within your family, you know, to be successful. This is the energy I'm getting. So whether you're here for that, or as I said, the physical relocation, or we're talking about your families, there is this idea that yes, a brand new beginning is available. Embrace it like a child would. Do not bring the baggage, and be open to compromise and be patient. And then we move on to the Five of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. Now, and it's the card of loyalty. I have to say it, it's a very unpleasant message, and it's just for some of you, but I have to say it. The Five of Cups represents an emotional challenge. I explained the five energies to you. So an emotional challenge can range from just being sad, feeling depressed, to having some regrets and even sorrow. And with the Ten of Pentacles underneath it, that's your second 10. This is the completion, the end of a cycle. Now, Pentacles represents earth energy, so material, physical world. So it could be home life, buildings and relationships within, or work life, jobs, careers, promotions, financial assets, education if you're not employed. The Ten of Pentacles sometimes is referred to as the legacy card, and it may indicate inheritance. And so there may be some sadness to do with an inheritance coming your way with the loyalty cards, you know, some money coming from your family basically. And there may be some sadness because, you know, someone's passed basically, but that's just for some of you, that's not for all of you. Otherwise, what I'm seeing this is that there may be some kind of an emotional challenge to do with this either relocation or family, new beginning with the family relationship that you're having. It's going to be challenging you, but it's going to end a cycle, because the Ten of Pentacles in itself is a very positive card. This is a card that talks about having worked long and hard at something and being prosperous and abundant. And it could be emotionally, it doesn't have to be financially, if you see what I'm saying. And I feel that, like, you know, you've worked really hard at something, but you're disappointed with the results. And that's for some, you know, for most of you, that's the message I'm getting. The message of inheritance is for someone very specific out there, but for the others, it's saying, well, you know, I have been loyal, I've worked really hard, I've given it my all, and I'm feeling not happy. I'm disappointed by the outcome. So I'm going to clarify this Five of Cups for you before I leave you. Can you clarify this emotional challenge, please? This card here, I wanted this card. Yeah, you see, Ten of Swords, 10, completion again. You have 3 tens. There is the end of a cycle so that something better can start. And the Ten of Swords, this is the mental realm. So thoughts you have, knowledge you gain, truths exposed. The Ten of Swords is the end of a cycle. This is not an easy energy because the swords can cut. However, to me, it's the ultimate relief card. This is you accepting something, not blocking it, not trapping it within you, not letting it fester inside of you, releasing it and feeling the weight lifting of your shoulders and being freed from it, because this wheel is spinning and it's going to take away this emotional challenge. So this is really what I see in this. This is going to be the end of a cycle. Well, I mean, 3 tens, that really shows it. The beginning of something new. And although it's not going to be an easy energy, once you are in full acceptance of it and you release it, you will feel much freer and you will be much better. So it may be, you know, leaving something behind in order to relocate and embrace this energy of the Fool. It may be saying goodbye to a specific relationship, whatever the case may be, so that this can happen. But remember, things happen for you, not to you. This is divinely orchestrated, it's fated very clearly from the cards, so you will be fine. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time.